What did I do? I started looking for a property. And I made an offer. Remember, that belief that was stopping me. I didn't have the money to invest. But even though I didn't have, by the way, I didn't have the money, it's true. At that time when I went to the seminar, a lot of you heard the story, I had to put it in a credit card. But it was the best decision I ever made. Why? Because from then on, I continued. I started investing. What did I do? I made an offer on this property. And a lot of you heard the story that basically this person had 2 mortgages. And he needed to sell that property quick. So even though I didn't have the money, I made the offer. And the offer was, well, the bank was going to lend me 90% financing. And the other person, I needed the other person to lend me 10%, give me a second mortgage. So what happened? When I present this offer, the realtor that was helping me said, Orlando, I cannot present this offer. I said, why not? Because he's not going to accept it. I said, how do you know? Well, I've been in this business for 20 years, and I know. He said, well, his name was Juan. I said, Juan, I understand what you're saying, Juan, but by law, you have to present all offers, right? Yeah. Those of you who are in real estate. So what happened? I presented, said, well, you're right. And of course, I wanted to be there, so I put in the contract I needed to be there. So I presented the offer. When we presented the offer, the person says, but by the way, before I presented the offer, I already knew the needs of this person. This person needed to close in 3 to 4 weeks. And the offer that he had didn't meet that need. Now, when you meet the need of someone, by the way, people do business with people that they have something in common, they are able to connect, and also that you're able to meet their needs. Yes or yes? Yes. Of course. So I learned that, and I said I was armed with those, not only with the skills that I learned at the seminar, how to connect with people, but also to meet their needs, people's needs. So once I said, I'll tell you what, why would I do that? He said, well, first of all, you need to close quick. And I have a letter from the bank saying that I can close quick. Okay. I'll tell you what, let me think about it. The guy went to think about it. And 2 days later, he called me and said, let's do the deal. And the day of the closing, my friends, I was getting a check for $1,000. People said, how come? You didn't put any money and you're still getting a check? Well, the bank ended up lending me 95% financing. It was my first property. And the 10% that he promised or committed to give me as a second mortgage, I paid the closing costs and the down payment. And I still have $1,000 left. Now, that was the beginning of my financial independence. Remember, my goal was I wanted to become financially independent. When you become financially independent, money works for you. You don't have to work for money. Yes or yes? Yes. And that's what I wanted. So I continued investing in real estate. And I got to the point that I accumulated enough properties that gave me the financial independence that I wanted. These properties, as all of you know, went up in value, and I took the equity and I invested it in laundromats and convenience stores. Now, some of you are familiar with the business over in Kendall. If people are familiar with Kendall over here, there's a business in Kendall Drive on 157. Some of you have seen it. I sold that business. I sold that business for $500,000 3 years ago. It's a great business. The last business that I sold here in Broward, I sold it for $1 million. And the other businesses that I had, I basically got rid of them. Why? Because they were taking a lot of my time. Now my mission, I continue investing, and I got to the point again that I don't have to work for the rest of my life. I mean, this business gave me the financial independence, the businesses, and of course the properties. And I still have properties, that gave me the rent and so on. But I don't have to work for the rest of my life. And by the way, I transform not only my finances, my friends, I transform my health, my relationships with my Creator, with myself, with my loved ones. I transform the energy that I didn't have, and I transform the happiness that I didn't have at that time. I learned using these strategies. The happiness is within me. That I don't depend on other people to make me happy. And that's what you're going to learn this weekend. Do you think that's important? Yes. And by the way, I'm not telling you this to impress you. I transform every area of my life. But I'm not telling you this to impress you. I'm telling you this to impress every one of you. To impress you on the importance of making a decision, which you already made the decision, to take your life and your business to the next level.